Redditors who are at home scrolling through Reddit instead of celebrating the new year, why? I don't know what we are celebrating. It's still early. Young kids and a tired wife who was at work from 5 a.m. Today is my best friend and soulmate's 26th birthday. He died suddenly November 27th. I just don't feel like celebrating anything today. 60 years old. 5 of 6 kids are out and about and the 6th is sitting downstairs glued to her phone. Wife unit is in bed next to me reading 3 Reasons Being Married in Your 20s is Best. Getting older and been through a lot of New Years. They just don't seem that special anymore. I'm content where I am at. Happy New Year everyone. 2017 has brought me down to the point where I don't want to celebrate anything. Cost of living is too high. It's cold, and I like to use this time to reflect on the year, and on myself, and what I'd like to do differently. Just kidding, I did that for about 5 minutes and now I'm watching reruns of A Haunting and eating obscene amounts of microwave popcorn. Partying doesn't really appeal to me, so NYE has just become me time, smiley face. I'm on call for work tonight and frankly don't really want to go anywhere anyways. I guess this sounds so much worse than it really is. But I don't have any friends to party with. I'd go out in a heartbeat if I had. But I can get down with just reading a book too. Currently I am on the shits and naturally have my Reddit time. Agoraphobia and social anxiety. I have moved into a new place yesterday and today and I am 50 kinds of tired. My feet, legs, arms and head hurts. All of my friends live far away from me. I planned it this way. Last year, I made a New Year's resolution to be more intentionally grateful, so I got an old cookie jar and during 2017 almost every day I wrote down something I was grateful for. Sometimes big things. Sometimes little things that I had to really dig deep for, especially on trying days. I have been looking forward to opening the cookie jar on New Year's Eve, and rereading all of the things that I wrote, for quite some time. So tonight, I cracked open one of my favorite beers, and sat down to revisit 2017, through my own gratitudes. Before I sat down and read them all tonight, I would have summed up 2017 as a difficult year, maybe even bad dad going through cancer treatments. Relationship with my best friend fell apart. Sister went through a divorce. But after reading them, I'm overwhelmed by how many awesome things happened this year. Some things I quickly remembered upon reading. Some things I had totally forgotten about. And I would now unequivocally categorize 2017 as a good one. Maybe even great. It's amazing how many little good things get blurred into the background if you aren't paying attention, being mindful. I can't imagine living another year without doing this. I will no longer let the headlines of my life define each year, as headlines tend to be the negative things that stand out to us anyway, but I will instead attempt to remember each year in a more rounded, holistic way by keeping to my good things jar practice. 2017 might have been a hard year, but it was also a good one. Bring on 2018. I'm 32. I'm far too tired for those shenanigans. My friends are going to a club with a $30 cover and I can't afford it. I'm staying in and working on my resume instead. I don't know how else to put it, but I only have one friend, and he works nights. But as introverted as I am. Spawn. I mean kids. I've partied quite hard in the last week, and it just so happens most of my close friends are out of town for the night. On top of that it's close to -30 right now, and to be honest, I don't feel like doing anything. I'm slow sipping a glass of gin right now, cooking up some elk burgers listening to Van Morrison, and I've got some doobies and Netflix for after. I doubt I'll make it to midnight. It'll feel good not waking up with the worst hangover of 2018 on the first day. There is nothing fun going on where I live, and if I go out, I'll probably just run into all the people I want to avoid. Celebrated with friends last night, and in general am exhausted from holiday travel and work. My plan is to ring in the new year from my couch while wearing fuzzy pajamas. I will start 2018 from a position of maximum cozy and it will be glorious. My husband is dying. Want to start the new year without a hangover. It's 3 p.m. I'm watching the Broncos game, so it's a depressing time. I guess I'm going to a party around 7. No friends and no life and depression. Both my husband and I decided to stay at home, hang out, eat pizza and just celebrate on our own. This was before we both ended up getting a cold, and now he's upstairs taking a nap and I'm sitting here in the living room on Reddit. But hey, at least we're suffering together. My kiddo is sick. My mini takes priority. I'm at my grandmother's house for the holidays. She's sleeping right now. Same for my mother. My father worked this night. Friends who are close to me right now are with their families. I'm sitting in the kitchen, pajamas on, not having enough internet for something else than Reddit. Outside the weather is awful. Strong winds. My country is hit by a tempest right now and surely all fireworks will be cancelled. It's 23h45. At midnight I'll grab my bed sheets. Put my favorite music on my phone. I'll go to the roof balcony, look at the stars when the bells will ring 12 times. And I'll love it. Tried to stay home and jam and draw, so made me go with him to family's house. Now surrounded by screaming children. Wish I stayed at home instead of celebrating. I'm not going to celebrate being 1 year closer to death. Am I right? Someone hug me. Distraction from the cold, crippling emptiness I feel inside that no celebration of a new year could quell, so I use escapism by reading the comments on Reddit subs. I'm a loser. Because I've been through 43 of these and they're all pretty much the same. It's cold as out. I'm cheap. I hate people, and would rather hang out with my husband and cats. Everyone has plans. I'm on the shitter. It's cold as out and I don't like hanging out with strangers. Watching Family Guy and waiting for the shit show known as 2017 to right off. Why would I celebrate the New Year's? I already celebrated Christmas last week. There's only so much celebrating one can do, lol. I'll stay up to midnight and watch the ball drop on TV, but otherwise it's just another day. Because I haven't posted or left a comment since 2016. This is my first and possibly last comment on Reddit in 2017, and I hope to be more active on here in the new year. It's only 5 p.m. Going to a friend's house in an hour and we'll chill then. Because girls are dumb and feelings are stupid. I'm bored AF. Same. I am 27 and decided to go take a break from my life and live with my parents for the past 2 months. I was spiraling fast into alcoholism and polysubstance abuse. I am home with them watching Netflix currently. I feel safe. It's too early to party and it's my niece's birthday. Happy birthday Loreptar's niece. Anxiety was a bitch today. I took my meds and they make me dopey. Don't like large crowds. Overpriced drinks. It's cold outside. Amateur drinkers making bad decisions and it's just another day IMO. Well, none of my friends are telling me what's going on, so I guess I'll just watch porn and let the suicidal thoughts sink in as usual. I have 1-year-old twin girls. I'm lucky if I stay awake until 10. I know it's lame and cliché, but priorities change. I used to go out every night and have fun until 3 a.m. Now I'm happy if I get 15 minutes of quiet time to have a beer before passing out. Because I have no one to celebrate it with. Because it's 5 p.m. in the afternoon. If I started celebrating now, I'd be face down in the gutter long before 0-100 got here. I ain't got time for that shit. Injured pup. Boyfriend and I will probably order Chinese food and play video games while we trade off carrying a bored Yorkie around in a sling. I'd much rather spend night watching a movie with wine and cats. Just got off work. Friendless. Don't drink. It's just a new year. Gotta get started early on my resolution to get Reddit gold. Plus the party is at my house. It's cold out. My girlfriend just got home today. Haven't seen her in 2 weeks. Gonna celebrate by eating a hot meal, squeezing her booty a few times, then cuddles and movies until bed. I'm a boring man at times. It's complicated, but I spent 2017 in the middle of nowhere UK taking care of my partner with depression, and I have PTSD, so it has been a hard year. We don't know anyone here outside of their family and my D&D group, so it's just the two of us hanging out on our laptop with a mountain of food and not the best mood for various of reasons. Been out of rehab for a few weeks. Parents don't trust me at a party again yet. Don't know if I do either. It's cold outside. Plus, NYE parties are overrated. Expensive, and getting an Uber afterwards will be next to impossible, also expensive. Been sober a week now, trying to keep it up. So has the flu and still must go to work in the morning. We rewatched 12 Angry Men together. He had the first meal of the day he could keep down as usual. I made a ton of food and he still wanted to show me he cared. I then put him to bed and spent the rest of the evening reading and writing. It actually was a really good New Year Eve, except for the part where he's sick. Spending a quiet evening doing the things you love and taking care of the people you want to spend all the years to come with. Wife is a district nurse and started her 10-hour shift at 9 p.m. Got 2 young kids. One is asleep. The other has woken up because she remembered someone mentioned fireworks. So she's going to bed in a few minutes once they are over. Night everyone. Happy New Year. Here's to 2018. I'm working a night shift, sad face. I have no friends. And even if I did, they are not worth freezing for. Didn't get invited by anyone, so you chillin' here trying not to feel bad about it. Like Christmas 2017. I don't have family right now. I have no friends. My burb is sick, so I need to stay home to monitor him. I'm currently scrolling through Reddit cause my boyfriend is in the other room making dinner. Once dinner is ready, we will be watching Die Hard. No social life and money saving have brought me here. Also, Irish weather is not ideal for going out. Fever, shakes, cough. I don't want to freeze my tits off. But if your New Year's resolution is to lose weight, would make it a lot easier. I have no friends to hang out with. I live with my parents. I'm autistic. I'm 26. I feel dead inside. I celebrate NYE at home, curled up under a blanket, watching the party in New York on TV, sipping sparkling cider. I like to see which names in music made it into the program. With my family on vacation in Mexico, and they aren't really the celebrating type. Because I'm up for work at 4 a.m. That's 6 hours from now. I didn't get invited by anyone to anywhere, so I'm at home alone. Celebrating is overrated. Living in Ireland. I'm not Irish nor my wife. Small kid. No family to look after kiddo. She starts work tomorrow morning at 7:30 a.m. On the bright side, to compensate this evening we bought tickets to Canary Islands in 2 weeks' time. It's only 2:57 p.m. and I'm in a city where I don't know anyone. I'm at a New Year's party on Reddit. Celebrating alone is boring. I have a chronic disease that flared up this past week. Literally have spent 4 days in bed and incapable of moving or getting out. I'm exhausted. But my boyfriend and I are enjoying a quiet night in with snacks and a Twilight Zone marathon with our delightfully chubby kitty cat. 2 small kids. Broke. Too cold outside. Icy roads. And I don't wanna. Most people my age, close to 40, have families of their own or for some reason aren't that big on celebrating. I can't even remember the last time I had plans on New Year's Eve, as sad as that sounds. I have no friends. No one that I know likes me. Ha. Joke's on you. I'm in a bar, scrolling through Reddit. ... Kill me. Friends hung out without me, even posted on Facebook about how great it was to spend New Year's with all the best friends. Family and I not on great terms even though I'm home for the holidays. Girlfriend left me a few months back and I haven't recovered. And really there's no reason to celebrate. Might as well lay in bed, wrap up, and get comfy on Reddit. Because the new year is just an excuse to get f***ed up. Don't get me wrong, I'd totally use it as an excuse, but I've been at work since 8 AM and don't get off till 10 tonight. I'd rather just sleep at this point. Because I don't like inviting myself to things and no one explicitly invited me, so here I am. It's just another day. Sick with the flu. 3 words. Steam, winter, sale. No one to spend it with. I cannot be bothered to attend a huge party making small talk with a bunch of people I'm acquainted with but don't actually like all that much for 6 hours until the countdown at midnight. Depression. Yo. I have no family, and since I have social anxiety I feel really nervous about going out alone. Boyfriend's family is really hostile with me lately, so I opted for being alone tonight. It's depressing but better than panic attacks, I think. I wish I had family. Heading out for dinner at 7 CST US and then to a friend's house for games and such. Posting a few comments now and I hope to receive replies that I can read while bored at dinner and aforementioned games and such. Waiting for Skyrim to finish downloading. Wife is on the verge of vomiting after only having 3 drinks. For the record, her martini glass is one of those cartoonish-sized jumbo ones. I've been at home for the last 48 hours, doing nothing but woodworking, playing video games, cooking and spending time with my wife and child. I would give anything for this to last forever. Why would I go anywhere tonight? Married, have 2 young kids, and wife is pregnant. We order out food and rent a movie nowadays. Because it's 11 AM in the new year already. Hashtag other side of the dateline. Diarrhea. New Year's is a lame holiday. Too many amateur drunks out and it's cold as a witch's teat. Because there's people out there. Crippling depression. It's only 5:15. I'm building my buzz. Nobody invited me to anything. I'd rather be warm and comfy at my home with my boyfriend, drinking cheap drinks, than frozen and feeling socially awkward. Because we have a 6-month-old baby and there's no place I'd rather be, we are celebrating with champagne and crab and shrimpies, and will likely retire long before the clock strikes midnight. Cozy and wonderful. Champagne I can understand, but how do you get the crab and shrimpies through the nipple of the bottle? I'm an introvert. We party separately in our own homes. It's one of those holidays my husband and I just don't get excited about. We don't party, and I don't really drink, so it's not something we look for plans. Plus we enjoy being in bed before midnight, and watching the ball drop is never as fun as it seems like it will be. We did plan a snack dinner though, so something a little different. Got me son round for a gaming session to minimize the fear and self-loathing come the first day back at work in Tuesday.